Jacob buys a watch costing £84. This cost includes VAT at a rate of 20%. How much is the watch without VAT? Now, a lot of people get this wrong because they just think they can take away 20% of 84 and get the answer, but that's wrong. Let's have a look at this using a bar. So this bar here, I've split it into 10. This is my original amount. This is what the watch cost originally. So this is 100%. I don't know what it was originally. I've split it into 10 boxes, so I know that each of these boxes is 10%. And I've done that on purpose because 10% is a nice number that we want to find. Now, it says that the cost includes VAT at a rate of 20%. So this was the watch before VAT, and then 20% is added to get the total cost. So I need to copy two of these boxes and pop them on the end. So I've added that 20% on, which means now everything here is actually 120%. Let's just go through that again. I've got the original 100%, so what the watch was before VAT, and then 20% is added on. The total amount, which we're told 120%, is 84. Okay, so why don't I figure out what one of these boxes is, so what 10% is. Remember, one of these boxes is 10%. So that means I need to be dividing by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need to divide by 12. Now this is where people go wrong because they've memorised that to get 10% you need to divide by 10. But that's not the case because this time we're not starting with 100%. We're starting with 120%. So I've got 84 divided by 12. I can just do a quick down the side, my times tables. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10% is 7, which means that I can easily get my 100% now, so how much the watch was worth without the VAT. So I don't want this bit on the end, I don't want these 7s. So that's 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 63, 70. Which makes sense proportion-wise, because I want just the 100%. So I'm timesing by 10 on this side, timesing by 10 on this side, 70. So how much is the watch without VAT? £70. This is a calculator question. There's two ways you can do it. You can use the way that we've just done, or you can use a multiplier method. So let's just have a go at the way that we've just done. So Lauren is given a 12% pay rise. Her new salary is $24,080. What was Lauren's salary before the pay rise? So I don't know what Lauren's salary was before, but I know that it was my original amount, so it's 100%. So I'm just going to put a bar down to represent that 100%. I don't know what the value of that was, but I know that she's had a pay rise of 12%. So let's add that on. Which means that altogether we've now got 112%. Okay, so we've got 112%, that's her new salary. So 24,080. You can go down to 10% if you want, but an even easier one to do would be 1%. How do I get from 112% to 1%? I divide by 112, which means that I have to divide by 112 on this side as well. I can do that on my calculator. 24,080 divided by 112, and I get 215. Now that's 1%. I want 100%, so I need to times by 100. 215 times 100 is 21,500. So what was Lauren's salary before the pay rise? 21,500. So you can do it that way, perfectly fine. I'm guessing that lots of you will prefer to do it that way. I do want to show you the multiplier method as well though. So we know that there's an original amount. I don't know what it is. I know that there's been a 12% pay rise. Now remember, we've started with 100%. We've added on 12%. That's 112% altogether. As a decimal, divide by 100, that's 1.12. So I know that this original amount has been times by 1.12, and my answer is my new salary, so 24,080. Again, I can do it backwards. 24,080 divided by 1.12, and I get 21,500. So you can see that this way is probably a little faster, as long as you're quick at doing the decimal multiplier part and you don't get it wrong. You need to remember that it's in an increase. But yeah, it's quicker than this way. But if you understand this way better, carry on using this. It really doesn't matter as long as you get the right answer. So just a slightly different question. A lamp is on sale at £22.05. This is a 10% reduction of the normal price. What was the price of the lamp before the reduction? So again, there's two different ways that you can do it. You can either do it by looking at the bar. So let's have a go at that one first. So we've got my original amount. So here's my bar of 100%. And I've split it into 10%. And it's then reduced by 10%. So actually this bit has been knocked off. So that means I'm left with 90%. So after it's been reduced, it's £22.05. I want to know what it was before it was reduced, so I need to get it back to that original 100%, because that 100% which it was its original amount. So again, a nice one to do is 10%. I needed to be dividing this 90%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So divide by 9 on that side, and that'll give me 10%. 22.05 divided by 9 is 2.45. So in each box would be 2.45. I'm not going to write that out because it's a bit small, but I need to get to 100%, I need 10 of those boxes. I need to times by 10 to get 100%. 2.45 times 10 is £24.50. Again, if you prefer the multiplier way, you need to think my original amount is always 100%. This time there's been a 10% reduction, which means it's been taken away, so I'm left with 90%. 90% as a decimal is 0.9. So my original amount, which I don't know, I've times it by 0.9. I've ended up with an answer of £22.05. I need to do it backwards. £22.05 divided by 0.9. On my calculator, £22.05 divided by 0.9. And I get the same answer, £24.50. So again, whether you prefer chunking it down, finding 10%, you could have found 1% as well and times by 100 to get back up to 100%, or whether you find the multiply method, totally up to you. But this time you need to be careful because it was a reduction, not an increase.